Whichever way you turn, whichever way you turn, whichever way you turn, there is the face of God, whichever way.
Let us open our hearts to the wisdom of these words. Today we call for a new end to hostilities, especially hostilities between Christianity and Islam and Judaism. The shadow side of our great religious traditions is at the heart of some of the most conflicted places of hatred and violence in our world. It is right that we should name that shadow side, denounce it. Do we also know that deep within our inheritance is some of the greatest vision for peace that humanity has ever heard uttered? Vision for peace, commitment to justice, and faith that is strong enough even to move mountains, as our beloved Jesus says. Last year I heard the Dalai Lama being interviewed. He was asked if he had hope for the future. He laughed and said, "Of course I have hope. The future has not yet been decided." Do we believe that? Or do we live as if we believe the future has been decided? Do we live as if we believe that the fragmentations and divisions among us as nations, as communities, and as religious traditions is somehow an indelible feature of our lives? Last March, I was in New Harmony, Indiana. How many of you have been to New Harmony, Indiana? It is a hidden away treasure in the nation. And in New Harmony, Indiana, we were gathering together for a new harmony for peace within the Abrahamic household. Rabbi Nachum was with me, and we had a most beautiful young Muslim woman, Maida Hussein, from nearby. Maida spoke of her journey, which was defined in part by 9/11. She was still just a schoolgirl. And she was in a big gymnasium in Evansville, Indiana, writing an examination that day. And the teacher came into the gymnasium, where a few hundred students were, and announced that America had been attacked by Muslim fundamentalists. Maida says that everyone in that gymnasium turned and looked at her, as if to say, you and your people, your religious tradition has done this. Maida had enough stature of soul, even as a young girl, schoolgirl, to realize this is not right. And I must give my life to communicating the true heart of my tradition. And I must give myself to deepening the relationship between Islam, Judaism, and Christianity, which is what she's now doing. And I believe if she stays on course, she is going to be a great and healing presence. John the Beloved, John the one whom Jesus especially loved, John the one who is remembered as leaning against Jesus at the Last Supper, is celebrated in the Celtic tradition as having thus heard the heartbeat of God. He becomes a symbol of the practice of listening deep within ourselves, listening deep within one another, listening within the body of the earth, for the beat of the sacred presence, the presence without whom there would be no present. I love the fact that this Sanskrit word, namaste, N-A-M-A-S-T-E, namaste, is becoming such common parlance throughout the world, meaning the sacred in me bows to the sacred in you. The holy in me honors the holy in you. Let us live a new consciousness, aware that even the simplest of kindnesses done to one is a kindness done to the whole. We live in a new moment. Let us love in new ways.